Today we're going to be taking a look at a laser projection keyboard and seeing what it's all about. First off, this thing works by projecting an image of a keyboard onto a surface and then also projecting a thin plane of infrared light which your finger can also pass through, and depending on where it goes through, it tells the system what characters to input. So is this keyboard something you can actually use seriously, like to get stuff done? Well, not really. Typing on this keyboard definitely works, but it's not the easiest and most efficient thing. Just to give you an example, I took a bunch of typing speed tests and averaged them all together on both a normal keyboard and this projection one. Normally, I was averaging about 54 words per minute, but with the projection keyboard, I was getting an average of 26 words per minute, which is actually less than half of my original speed. This is due to the fact that I definitely had to take more time to ensure that I was perfectly hitting the right key. Occasionally, taps just don't register, and if you start to type too fast, it just won't register all your taps either. Some things that should be noted are when using this keyboard, it has to be on a 100% flat surface. The battery also lasts for a little bit over 3 hours, and as well, the keyboard also has a speaker which plays sounds when you turn it on and off. Anytime you press on a key or anytime something starts playing on your phone like music or even the sound of you locking your phone. You can up the brightness of the keyboard by pressing function and up, and lower it by pressing function and down. You can also increase the volume of the sounds made by pressing function and left, and decrease them with function and right. As well, you can also just turn off keystroke sounds with function and P. This keyboard will indeed work with PC, iOS, and Android. With PC, you're going to plug it directly in via USB, and with iOS and Android, you're going to connect it via Bluetooth. The construction on this thing seems to be pretty decent, and it's made from almost all plastic. I didn't have any problems with it, except after I dropped it on basically the ground a few times, and then it started to get a little wonky and not registering all my taps, so just don't drop it in, I'm sure you'll be fine. As well, this thing can fit in your hand, so it's pretty small, and it's super easy to just shove in a little space in your bag and take it with you. The projected keyboard's overall brightness is adjustable, like I said, but depending on how light your surroundings are, you might not be able to see it that well. If you're outside on a really bright day, or in a bright room with all the lights on, then you're probably not going to be able to see it. If you're in a medium bright room, kinda in the middle-ish, then you're going to be able to see it decently, and then obviously you're going to get the best viewing results in a really dark room. So basically, the less light that is near the keyboard, the better you're going to be able to see it. Using this thing feels really fun, especially when you first start messing around with it. It just feels so weird to be able to tap on your table or whatever and have that input stuff on your device. As well, this thing goes for a little bit over $30, so it's not really too expensive. Overall, I'd say this projection keyboard is really cool and is a super fun idea, but is definitely not for use when you're actually trying to get work done. Your typing speed is going to be significantly reduced, and even if you do get adjusted to typing on this keyboard, it just simply can't register above a certain amount of taps every second, which is the main thing slowing things down. As well, finding a completely flat surface, which is also not in too much light, isn't always the easiest thing, especially when you're on the go. The keyboard isn't that expensive though, so if you think that it'd be a cool little gimmick to mess around with and you know that you're not going to be using it to actually try to get stuff done, then it'd probably be worth it to you. Thanks for watching. The link to this projection keyboard is in the description below. As well, don't forget to subscribe for more upcoming videos, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.